Okay, finished loading. That's where I came from. So it wasn't sunlight, it was... Oh, it might have been. It's actually nighttime now. Candles, more paints, a tent. Did I set up camp here? Was this Donnelly? Oh.
The moon over the Sanford Junction, headlights in your retinas. Donnelly drove a grey hatchback without a bottom. All the creatures of the tarmac rose to sing to him. All manner of symbols crudely scrawled across the cliff face of my unrest. My life reduced to an electrical diagram. Yeah. All my gulls have taken flight. They will no longer roost on these outcrops. The lure of the moon over the Sanford Junction is too strong.
So that's what, isn't that what similar to what he said at the beginning about Donnelly, the hermit or something? Paintbrushes. I have a feeling this guy died in a car crash. Oh, there's the tower. Maybe Esther did. I still feel I'm not smart enough to understand. It's nice. At least sounds intelligent to me, the story, the narration. I suppose the symbolism, but even if I don't get it. Oh, is that the person up there? It's kind of creepy. There's the radio station antenna.
I returned home with a pocket full of stolen ash. Half of it fell out of my coat and vanished into the car's upholstery. But the rest I carefully stowed away in a box I kept in a drawer by the side of my bed. It was never intended as a meaningful act, but over the years it became a kind of talisman. I'd sit still, quite still for hours, just holding the diminishing powder in my palm and noting its smoothness. In time, we will all be worn down into granules, washed into the sea and dispersed.
Does the... is it a person? So I take it Esther died in a car crash. And this is the guy's something. Just like his subconscious trying to deal with it. Or his memories, he's looking back on it all. I don't know. It's very pretty. That's the way I should be going. Oh, chemistry. Oh, photo smashed. Must mean something. More chemistry. So I take it I go up around there, probably up there, along there, yeah, up that path. Don't get distracted by every single nook and cranny along the way. Yeah, maybe that's why there's all these car parts around. Like, she was hit by a drunk driver. Oh god. What the fuck? Yeah.
There were chemical stains on the tarmac. The leak of air conditioning, brake fluid and petrol. He kept sniffing at his fingers as he sat by the roadside, waiting as if he couldn't quite understand or recognize their smell. He said he'd been travelling back from a sales conference in Exeter. He'd stopped for farewell drinks earlier, but had kept a careful eye on his intake. You could hear the sirens above the idling traffic.
What? Light from heaven shone around her. Around him. Oh. So that's why there's all those chemical symbols then. Probably petrol and whatnot. What the?
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach.
Oh.
Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. Bird eggs. Oh. I guess now straight on this path up to the tower. And the end of this? Maybe? Whoa. Bit jerky going up those stairs then.
When Paul keeled over dead on the road to Damascus, they resuscitated him by hitting him in the chest with stones gathered by the roadside. He was lifeless for 21 minutes, certainly long enough for the oxygen levels in his brain to have decreased and caused hallucinations and delusions of transcendence. I'm running out of painkillers, and the moon has become almost unbearably bright.
Yes, up there. There's another person. There's another person. No, 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 let me go back up. Oh, Why? Somebody up there. No. No. Somebody up there, I'm sure of it. Oh, maybe this way will take me up there.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. You can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fibre, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
Was there nobody up here then? Or was it, but I took the wrong path? And as he was proceeding on his journey, I really do wish the paint was clearer, but then again it's paint and it's worn, I guess. Come here. And has come near to Damascus. Oh, I don't like this noise.
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, and the infection. Returning to my car afterwards, hands still shaking, and a head split open by the impact. Goodbye to tearful aunts and traumatized uncles. Goodbye to the phenomenal. Goodbye to the tangible. Goodbye Wolverhampton. Goodbye Sanford. Goodbye Cromer. Goodbye Damascus. This cliff path is slippery in the dew. It is hard to climb with such an infection. I must carve out the bad flesh and sling it from the aerial. I must become infused with the very air.
It came to pass that as I made my journey, and was like, oh shit, almost fell. Noon. I can't read it from this angle. But I'm almost to the tower and could not see for the moon.
He was not drunk, Esther.
Glory?
He was not drunk at all. He had not drunk with Donnelly or spat Jakobsen back at the sea. He had not careered across the lost shores and terminal beaches of this nascent archipelago. He did not intend his bonnet to be crumpled like a spent tissue by the impact. His windscreen was not star-studded all over like a map of the heavens. His paintwork etched with circuit diagrams, strange fish to call the gulls away. The phosphorescence of the skid marks lighting the M5 all the way from Exeter to Damascus.
With me. Coming into. Oh. Okay. Back to climbing stairs, probably. Damascus. Rattling of chain link fences. There's a tower.
I have run out of places to climb. I will abandon this body and take to the air. Dear Esther,
Oh.
I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We've always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.